So what's your name, man?
Pole start.
All right.
Yeah.
And you got a favorite food, trail food that you make out here?
More recently, I've started making ramen and then taking summer sausage and then cutting that up, throwing that in. And then you always stop at the local restaurants, like the fast food places. And then you always take some condiments with you to, you know, add some more flavor to that. So
You collect them in, you got a bag?
got a little bag, yeah, full of a bunch of different stuff. Got honey, you know, hot sauce, sugars and stuff. Yeah.
What's
so,
the best ones that you found?
Definitely got to go with Taco Bell with all the different hot sauces, you know, spice it up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, no problem, man.
So I get a lot of questions too about some of my food that I'm eating out here, cold soaking. So I figured I'll show you one of my favorite meals is beans and rice, and this is actually pinto beans. Take the dehydrated, refried pinto beans, and I split one bag into 2 dinners, and then I add in a half to maybe 3/4 cup of the minute rice, along with some seasoning. Usually like 1/4 of a package of taco seasoning or chili seasoning, like the little bags that you see in the store. One of those is usually good for like maybe 4 of the mixes. So yeah, I just kind of measure them out as best I can if I got a scale or if I have like a cup that actually measures. But otherwise you can kind of use the Talente jar. 2 cups is about there. And so to make it, it's real easy. Sometimes I'll do it before I get to a place to camp. Maybe a mile or 2 out, I'll start it soaking. But pretty much I'm just dumping all of this into this jar, adding some water, and just letting it do its thing. So I'll show you. So you can see it kind of fills up the jar pretty good. And I'll just add water to. So that's pretty good. I'll add a little splash more. Put the lid on, nice and tight. And give it a good shake, and that's it. Then I let it sit like, I don't know, like 30 or 40 minutes, and it's good to eat. If I let it sit an hour, it's usually that's kind of what I shoot for, I guess. But when you're hungry, sometimes you just eat it. I put this in the back of my backpack, and as I'm hiking along, all the bouncing and jiggling around kind of keeps it cooking. So it kind of cooks as I walk. And since I think I'm done for the day, I'm gonna camp here. Me and old Rattler over there. And I'm just gonna leave it sit. Every now and then I'll come over and shake it. This is one of my favorite meals, and it's real simple. So I just wait. Look at that. And then what I do to top it off, olive oil. So I just work the olive oil down in a little bit. And so, bon appetit. All done. Just lick the spoon. Get that nice and clean. Then it's time for a little tea. So water's a little scarce tonight. So I'm gonna have just a tiniest little tea. Tomorrow morning when I get to the water cache, give this a proper scrubbing. But for tonight, tea, wonderful. For dessert, the old Hershey bar. This one's been melted and cooled and melted and cooled a few times, but it's solid enough I'm gonna peel it and eat it. when they're all melted and warm, you just rip off the corner and squeeze it out. This one, it's big enough. It's firm enough, it'll do. That's a pretty good dinner in my book.
I'm Baloo
Baloo, I love that name. One of my favorite characters.
from Jungle Book. Yeah.
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 Can you sing Bare Necessities?
Bare necessities and Mother Nature's recipes. Forget about your worries and your strife.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, right on.
Awesome. How about you, man? What's your favorite food to eat out here when you're hiking?
I think there's a pasta Parmesan cheese, and it just, you don't have to cook it very long, just a couple minutes, and add a little chicken to that, and yeah, a little chipotle spice. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, that sounds very, very good.
Yeah.
I don't cook. I just cold soak, so that's like out of my league even, man. That sounds delicious.
I've tried a little bit of cold soak, and I'd like to, find some things I like
Yeah,
doing that. Yeah.
cool. What sort of snack?
M&Ms and gummy bears are kind of quick, but I'm looking for more of a healthier kind of bar.
Ooh.
And there's that superfood one. It's kind of a green bar, and yeah, it's delicious.
What about you? Junk food? You got any? Just something you love?
Always the jerky.
Jerky.
Always jerky. Lots of
Yeah.
protein. Yeah.
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 Right.
That's the best way to go.
Fantastic. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, no problem.
Right on.
So here's another meal that I eat fairly often out here. Guess I'll share with you the old couscous special. Toss in just your little box, Far East or whatever the brand is, different flavors of couscous, the little stuff. Water up to cover it, and the little seasoning pack. And that sits in this jar, tighten it up. 20 minutes is probably all it takes for couscous. And then I doctor it up a little bit, depending on the flavor. This one is the Parmesan, I think, because I can see the little green chunks and the white, I think. But all of the flavors are good. But yeah, I'm going to doctor it up, turn this into a meal. So Parmesan couscous, delicious, but let's make it better. All right, so we got the couscous there, and left a little room on top, and the mighty olive oil. Whew, this stuff, most important. I like to give it a good dousing. Then take your tool, fork, spoon, whatever, and just kind of poke down to the bottom. It gives the olive oil a place to kind of sink in and work its way into the whole meal. Do that, and then it's kind of a two-step process here. The jar is only so big, so I guess I got a couple of packets of some chicken that I'm gonna eat with it. So usually what I do is, I guess sometimes I just eat it right out of the package, but I'll eat this down a little ways, dump in some chicken, eat it down, dump in some chicken, and so forth. And that usually is the most flavorful combination of the two. If you got room, dump it in, that's always better. Done. Voila, chicken Parmesan. That Parmesan, very, very good. One of my favorite meals of the couscous variety. And downside to it is, after every couscous meal, when you're cold soaking, is the tea. And of the teas, my after dinner teas, the Parmesan one, it's kind of on the bottom of my list. There we go. Parmesan tea. Yeah, kind of on the bottom. Now look at, I was talking instead of swizzling. I still got those couscous in there. Maybe a second cup of tea will fix that.
Who are you, man?
I'm Meatball.
Meatball.
Yes.
All right.
And from Buffalo, New York.
From Buffalo, New York.
Yes, sir.
Nice. All right, Meatball, I got a question for you.
You got it.
Especially with a name like that. You got a favorite food that you eat out on trail?
On trail, I'm saving meatballs for back home.
All right.
I got to. My family owns an Italian restaurant, so I'm saving that. But my favorite food on trail has got to be the instant rice, dude.
Instant
you
rice?
put it in every meal, it fills you up, feel good.
What do you use with it? What do you give it
Everything.
flavor?
I put rice in everything now.
Do you?
Everything. I do the Spanish rice. I do jasmine rice. And then, yeah. Those instant, like 60-second cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really good. And yeah, you put that in anything, it'll fill you right up and it absorbs the flavor.
All right. What about like junk food, bars
Junk
or anything
food?
like? Is
Oh,
there something
man.
that you can't?
Kind bars, man. Those caramel kind bars, for sure.
Yeah.
Those are the best. Yeah, it's got everything you need. And it's like that caramel, just the first sweet thing you have on trail, you know? It's like, especially if you've been eating up by ramen for a while. You know?
Good stuff, man.
Yeah, for sure. But
Sweet.
yeah, that's it.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Right. So who are you?
My name's Cooler Queen.
And what's your favorite trail food? Cool
Oh, my
Queen?
trail.
Actually, wait. First of all, where are you from?
I'm from Australia.
Okay.
Down under.
Nice. So, what's your favorite trail food?
Oh, it's got to be ramen.
And what do you do to your ramen, or you just eat it as it is?
Oh no. The hot sauce, peanut butter. I think there's times that you just put like crackers or anything in it to make it crunchy. I did try couscous, that didn't work with
No?
it. No, but one of the guys gave me a tip and said your leftover, if you put too much water in it, the leftover bit, just put some of that mashed potato in it. That works good.
Mashed potatoes are good.
Yeah,
I try to add them to most everything.
They're heavy though.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go for light. Whatever's heavy, I eat first.
Is there something that you just eat every day?
Yeah, folks back home have been sending me care packages and they're sending me all these vegan gummies. And oh my God, they are to die for. They just like so nice in your mouth.
What sort of flavors are they?
There's like strawberry. They're called like Malibu ones, and there's pineapple ones. There's chocolate ones. The chocolate bars are really good.
Australian chocolate bars?
Yeah.
Nice. I've never had one.
I believe they're going to be sending me Vegemite in my next care package, so I'm going to get all the other guys to try some Vegemite.
All right.
So that'll be good.
So you said you're vegan, so is it?
Yeah.
What's the most challenging part about that out here? Because on a trail, there's
There's a
you
lot
just
of,
get what you get.
You do. And I found quite a lot of the places now are catering for vegan, which is great. But cheese is like on everything, so it's really challenging. And especially when you're at a Trail Angels place and their heart and soul has gone into that food. You know, I think, you know, I've had to eat what they've given me because their heart is just, it's just magical.
Yeah.
And you would hate to hurt their feelings, and it's already made. You know what I mean?
Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you.